difficulties. This live stream test is actually starting up here on You'll Never Talk Alone. So Craven Alex Level is with me. Alex, can you hear me okay?
I can. It took a while, but now I can hear you.
Gosh, this is kind of turned into a little bit more of a just kind of testing things out in terms of how not to do a stream, I guess, more than anything else. Yikes. Been a little frustrating. I'm trying to adjust a few things on the sharing layout here, and it's right, exactly. That's exactly it. All right, I think I got a sweet. All right, I think I got it worked out there. A little bit better now. I actually have my face visible here. Oh, man. What a mess this has been, setting this up. We apologize to anyone trying to tune in live. I'll probably have edited all this out on the actual podcast version of it. But Alex and I are sitting down, trying to play a little FIFA together, and talk a little bit about video games and Liverpool's representation in video game form. Can we just talk real quick about just the current team sheet for Liverpool as of right now in FIFA 19?
Yeah, let's do it. I haven't looked at it in a while.
It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I got it up in front of me right now. I've got it up on the stream. I mean, you got Momo up there as an 88 overall.
Nice.
I mean, Mohamed Salah is an 88, Roberto Firmino is an 86, Sadio Mane is an 86. Like that right then and there. That's pretty solid right there.
It hasn't been that good in a long time.
I mean...
Except for on PES.
Right. Cool. I'm double checking the stream on YouTube right now, and it is up and going. I'm gonna get that link tweeted out because I can. So, you got that team sheet in front of you? What you looking at on your screen?
I do. Yeah, I'm looking at Salah 88. The three you just mentioned. We got Big Shaq on the right at 82.
Mm-hmm.
Naldum 84 and 83. Van Dijk an 87, which I honestly think is a little too low.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, what I would think at the way he's been playing and his impact, I mean, that should be a 90, right?
I absolutely agree.
That should be a solid 90 at least.
Robertson 82 should be at 99, obviously.
Obviously.
You're rated in goal.
Right, me in goal, number little 86 overall there.
The young lads, Trent and Joe, 78, 79. That was backwards. Trent is the 79, Joe's the 78.
And both of them with great potential and all that.
Yeah.
Looking at what we've got here, who do you think is the most overrated player in the Liverpool virtual lineup when you look at everyone up there?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to dive into it's a two-way tie with Markovic at 74. I think that's way too generous for someone who hasn't really played in a year, and every time you see a picture of him, he's really out of shape and never in training. So I think that's generous, and I think Lallana at the 79.
We got a British developer or reviewer to review Lallana's rating, I think, in the game.
Well, they got Henderson to rate him.
Right, exactly. I think the Markovic one is the one that stands out to me, because that's a guy that just he hasn't done anything. He hasn't been around at all. He hasn't done anything at all. I mean, what are they basing the 74 on?
He doesn't have a current headshot.
Right. Right. They put up a picture of the main character from Big Bang Theory instead of Markovich's headshot, and it looks like that's what it looks
He
like.
does look like him. I never noticed that.
Yeah, it's the only thing I can see. He grew like Markovich kind of got the hair pulled back or behind the ears, and I was like, ooh. Now he's looking a lot like that Galecki, I think is the actor's last name.
Yeah. Gus from Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, that's what I
like that.
really know him from is Christmas Vacation. I also have to think Simon Mignolet at a 78 is overrated, just slightly.
Just a little bit.
Because like when I'm okay, let's dive into this. If you're talking about virtual, athlete ratings in a video game, and you know that 99 is just the best, so like you think the best in the world typically fit in that 90, I would say 90 to 92 range, and then if you're like a 93, 94, 95, it means you are like an unbelievable player, right? Yeah, exactly. Like that's the rating that is reserved for the Messis, Ronaldos of the world. That's that. Luka Modric, I think, is like a 95 because he just won the Ballon d'Or. Which makes sense. If he's voted as the best player in the world right now, he should have the 95 rating.
Yeah, he should probably be one of the best.
Yeah, I feel like if you're a good player, you're up in the 80s, just in general, 80 to 89. And I feel like if you are just an absolutely average player, then you are at about 75. Does that seem? I don't know. That's what I would say.
I'd say a little lower. Say like 72, 73.
Okay,
like
so closer to 70 for average.
Yeah, if you're average, I'd say you're probably as good as like a really good 17-year-old on here.
So that being said, I would put someone like a Mignolet, Alberto Moreno, at a 75 tops.
Well, I was looking at how Moreno got a 76, and it's really the average is skewed because of all of his physical attributes.
Mm-hmm.
Like his acceleration, 85. He's super balanced, 87. I can all over.
That's interesting.
Sprint speed, 87. But then all of his like on the ball stuff, like he got 59 curve, finishing, 61 heading accuracy, 74 long shots though. So if we are playing with him, just have a go.
Why not?
35 volley. That's really bad.
One thing I think is interesting here is I wonder how much the physical attributes play into it. And I say this because I once looked up in a formula of how NFL players on Madden, their ratings are like, structured, and how someone gets to be a certain point. And certain positions obviously have like a more skewed look at certain particular ratings. Like one offensive lineman position is going to be, if they pass block, then it gives them a higher overall rating than if they are good at run blocking. But if you switch to a different offensive line position, it switches, So, but in all of those, just speed in general is a massive overall boost. It is like speed is more important than like most other attributes. And I wonder if it's the same in FIFA. Like the fact that Moreno has an 87 sprint speed. Is that what you said, I think?
Yeah, 87 sprint speed, 86 jumping, 87 bounce.
Yeah, so like
85.
Yeah, I wonder if the fact that he has a high sprint speed is what in particular bumps him up there. I wonder if that works the same.
I think it does.
I also think it's interesting that they have Gini Wijnaldum and Naby Keita at an 83 overall. But someone like Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, who the only reason he hasn't been playing is because of a bad injury, is down at an 80. And Ox was playing at least as good now, before he got hurt.
I think he got shafted a little bit.
Like that's a player that should have been 82, 83, no question. For sure. So, all in all, fair ratings. I mean, I feel like Salah at an 88 is a fair rating.
I'd say so. Maybe another one to give him 90 level, just because, I mean, his form last season currently. Maybe bump him up a little bit, but I mean, it's hard to complain with most of these.
Yeah, I'd say maybe. I think the only two I'd say, could stand a boost are Van Dijk and Allison. I feel like you could bump both of them up pretty high the way they've been playing, and as we always talk about, the impact that they've had.
Right.
So we should play something. What do you want to play?
Let's do it. I guess we played online before, so I think we have to do an online friendly.
Okay, online friendly. What's co-op seasons?
I wonder if that means play together against other online people or play together. Like...
I don't know. I'm just gonna load up the menu and take a look at it. It tells me I don't have a season.
Start a new.
Yeah, it looks like you have to. Hey, look, it's got you right there.
We might want to try just playing each other for a little while.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll openly admit that it is very likely that online that are better than us at this game. I don't want to embarrass ourselves on the stream.
Be shocking, right? Oh, you even have to start up a season when you open up friendlies anyway. All right, I'm gonna invite you to a season. Uh-oh. Okay. All right, I think my video's back on. And what do you think of the FIFA soundtrack this year?
You know, I don't pay that much attention to it. Honestly, a lot of times I have been playing with the sound very low or off.
Oh, okay.
But from what I've heard, it's good. I miss the old soundtracks. There was a very big change in direction of soundtracks, probably once the game started getting more popular, because it used to be like Brit rock, and I actually used to like learn a lot about new bands and stuff from the FIFA soundtrack.
Nah, yeah, I'm with you on that one. There was a particular sound. I used to call it just like FIFA music, and it was like the bouncy kind of Euro pop, Brit rock type of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. And wow, you're gonna go Hoffenheim? I thought because you're actually, and we can't see you on the camera on this broadcast, but I thought because you're actually wearing an Olympic Lyon kit that you should have played as Olympic Lyon.
You know what? I'll do that.
Nice.
I know I've told you, but I'll tell the listeners that I have a Hoffenheim manager mode. They're just incredibly fun to play with.
That'll be next one. That'll be next one.
Yeah.
Who is Lyon's rival? Whoops.
It's actually Saint Etienne.
All right. Are they any good? That's the question, though.
Well, they're doing really well in the league this season. I don't know how kind FIFA will be to them. Not too different. I think you just passed them.
Oh, whoops. I am not paying attention. Oh, it's because they're labeled as being assy. I mean, that's not terribly far off.
It's about right. I think Lyon is 2 spots. Saint Etienne in the table.
Gotcha. I mean, I'm bad at this game anyway. Like, I'm really bad at FIFA. Just in general, so it's not going to make that big of a difference, I don't think. They are playing my preferred 4-2-3-1 wide lineup, so that's nice. I'm
going to start Nabil Fekir.
Of course you are. I will say this, I do like this soundtrack quite a bit in the season of FIFA. It's very chill. It's got a lot more chillness to it.
I think that's a very good description. There's definitely a vibe they were going for.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man, I got a great keeper, though.
Ruffier.
I believe it's pronounced Ruffier. You simpleton. Yeah. No, he's good. He's good.
Starting formation a chance.
Okay.
But who knows? I might have to.
I-
So yeah, I think this is the first time I've played another person in FIFA 19.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. I've not gotten
Because
around
you
to
get into
doing
those
that.
habits of knowing the AI's preferred patterns.
And there should be
So it'll
many
be a
great
bit
seasons to
strange
come.
to-
Yeah, and this contest
happen.
might tell us
Oh,
a bit
and
more
lag.
about how this
Yeah, we're
season
gonna have.
will pan out.
I can't wait to see how much lag happens here.
This is the synthetic
So as we get into all of this to the Lag Fest 2019, oof. So we get into Lag Fest. What do you think of this year's FIFA overall? What's your impression?
I
Terrible
I
pass.
really, it's way better than 18.
Yeah.
18 was kind of a major disappointment in my book. It didn't really add anything. It took
Does
stuff
look that
away.
way, doesn't it? I know he likes to
I
try
actually preferred 17,
and convince us that those fullbacks
but
are
yeah, I really enjoyed this one.
gradient forward, but if they're under
It
the
took
cosh,
a
I
lot
think
of
they'll just sit
the
there,
elements that I like from Pro
tight to the three
Evolution
centre-halves.
Soccer and added them to FIFA, which is what they've been needing to do.
What did you like in Pez from
So
last
Pez,
season
the
in
passing
particular?
is definitely way better. You can play distinct style in Pro Evolution more than you could on FIFA.
Superbly.
There was kind
Why
of
do I have a guy
one
who
way
just
to-
fell down? One of my defenders was just on the ground for just no reason.
It's a derby match, man. Things happen.
Did you knife him? Is that what you're trying to insinuate
I
here?
did.
The defender was absolutely on top of his game.
That's exactly what happened.
Depay on the move and able to cut out the pass.
That's the one thing that I still feel like even for the improvements in this year's version, FIFA's passing is just still really clunky. Even in this year.
They're looking good when they get the ball out.
Yeah, there's definitely times where the ball ends up somewhere and you don't really know how it happened.
Yeah, like there's a lot of times I'm like, oh, there's a dude. It's like the classic FIFA thing is there's a guy who is 3 feet in front of me, and it's time for me to pass it to him, and the guy with the ball is just like, ah, yes, my perfect opportunity to launch the ball 30 yards away from me.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
it's like, why? Wow, why in the world? And I feel like that's still an issue,
Yeah,
even
that
with
definitely-
the improvements, but maybe that's just me.
There are just some games still, and I hate that FIFA does this, where it just decides that you are not allowed to win.
Yeah, that's EA. That's EA Sports.
And never did that. Pro Evo was always like, if you are good enough to beat this computer, you will be able to beat the computer every time.
Yeah. Man, Pro Evo. So when I was in college, like, it feels like 20 years ago by now. Sure, all right, yeah, that makes sense. You just have a guy just, tackle him. No big deal. No bad pass, bro. Ugh. Anyway, when I was in college, that was the preferred game, was winning 11.
It was amazing.
Back in the day, that was the premier soccer simulator, if you will. Whoops. I didn't see your guy in the shadows. Woo! Off the goalpost.
That did look like a real opening, but they dealt with it.
Was that Fakir?
Mendy.
Wow. Wow.
He's doing it!
Mendy doing me dirty.
with attacking play like this, and this
Looking
goal.
good,
Could hardly miss that.
feeling
From the
bad.
wing, that was a perfect delivery.
And they got their reward for it. And that has opened the scoring. 1-0 here. Mathieu Debuchy.
And then
Something
this is
about-
really bad right now. This isn't normally what happens. I don't know if it's just because it's online and so there's lag.
Well, the wide man can show his skills here.
But it's interesting to me how every single one of my guys is taking a touch and then passing it because I'm pressing the button well before the ball arrives. So,
Yeah, I think that must be down to the online environment
Got his shot off now.
for me as well. It pushed my shot wide and so weak that it didn't even go out of bounds.
Villa.
oof. All right, getting
Yeah,
some
this is
lag
really
issues
bad.
here.
Lyon now in possession.
And
It
I'm
hasn't
like,
really-
I'm wired, which is
Well, clear, and obviously I should have been. So I feel like this is entirely my fault.
I'll accept that.
You want me to do a speed test, bro? I'll do it. Wow. A shot from distance. I don't know if I...
Tan guy.
And now a corner for Lyon.
Oh, gosh. Ruffier is really mad. Ruffier.
Yeah, he would have been
Ruffier.
disappointed to get beaten, but nevertheless had to keep his eye on the ball.
Yeah, I don't know. Have I attempted a shot? I really don't feel like I have. Wow.
The insurance goal here.
I don't really know how he got so open, but apparently Mendy hates you.
Yeah, I don't know what Mendy has against me, but he is wrecking me tonight. And it hurts. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm wounded. Oh, you see? My defender deflected it.
I think he's just dropped below those.
Just widen the margin here to 2-0.
I'm just
Those
testing
goal
passing out.
celebrations- Oh, sorry.
Remy Cabala.
Okay, alright. I seem to be okay right now.
I was saying those goal celebrations remind me that one of my
Goes
favorite
out wide again.
has, and I know it's one of yours as well, is that when Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain scores on Pez, he does this weird like chicken dance that he has never ever done in his entire life,
Right. But-
at least in a game setting.
In a great position.
But he does it
to
every
put back.
time.
Yeah, and it's not even just like he did it in like my version of the game. No, he did it in like your version of the game. He
Yeah,
does
and
it.
all of them.
They can get one back now.
Come on, bro.
Corner given.
I got lucky.
Well, this crowd's been starved of excitement, starved of
That's another
action.
one of those moments in
Make
which
a
it's
little
like
bit here.
you really could have
In goes the corner.
passed that one better, man.
Crowd of players, the keeper goes for a punch.
Yeah, it does struggle with
Time to get the ball in.
any passes that
Put into
have
the middle.
any curve or
That's
anything.
a
on
very
them.
weak cross from a very good position.
Wow, that's some rough
Really
lag.
bad.
And up goes the board. There'll be 2 added minutes.
Of 2 minutes of added time.
Oh, I got megged.
Opportunity in a wider area. Looks the goalkeeper in the eye.
Your guy is what we like to call
He's trying
very
hard to
fast.
influence the game, but can't get his side to enjoy any
I'm gonna go ahead and make a
control
first half
possession.
sub because the game suggested it, and I was like, yeah, okay.
Tick. But if you're not going to get the ball, that's not going to happen. They've got to.
He just hadn't looked himself,
That's half
according
time.
to Alan Smith.
2-0.
How bad does a player have to be to get subbed out like 30 seconds before the half is ending?
First half from this fella.
Seemed to be all over the
That
pitch
that
in
would
first
like he
half.
would retire
He was in the box when it
or throw a
mattered
fit
to
and
grab
quit.
himself
He'd
a
have to
couple of
just be
goals.
done.
His team can certainly be thankful for his performance and for their lead.
Ugh, Furlan Mendy. So now that you've had some time with both Pez of last year, Pez 18, and FIFA of this year, like just this year's FIFA, does it compare? Is it on the same level? Is it still worse? I mean,
Olympic Lyonnais.
I
Lyon, as we
At the
call
same
them for
level,
short.
because
Are
what
leading at half-time.
it
Here
lacks
we go with the
in
second
some
half.
gameplay elements, it makes up for in a lot of the user experience elements, like the menus and transfer cutscenes. And even though they really don't
Vicky.
like manager mode, I like manager mode, and
Yeah.
despite
Find an
them
opening.
removing features, it's still fun.
Panicking.
It's still players that you're looking for, except for a few, especially now that they have the Champions
Well,
League
they're
rights.
not happy.
That
We
was
can
kind of a
all
big
hear it.
thing. Oh my
Yep.
goodness.
Really blame them because their team,
That
strangers to the ball.
that
of
FIFA
late.
didn't is that you could get some of those, what the heck, some of those weird Eastern European teams and sign weird players that like out every now and then but could never use. Got all
Right.
the Champions
That
League
deflection, he's pointed for the
and
corner.
more, and Europa League teams, a lot of them, except for
Swung in from the
Doodle,
corner.
which really wanted to play as
And
a
the goalkeeper
Luxembourg
turns it
team,
over.
but maybe that's
Corner for
maybe that's
Lyon.
FIFA 20.
Right. Yeah. I mean, give them time. They're making progress.
Shot on. Now you could see what he was trying
That was
to
not the
do.
goal.
Pass it into the net. But
Oh, God,
passed
he's
it
weeping
off
over there.
target. Well off target.
Yeah, I put. I mean, Pez 18 was an absolute blast.
Remy Cabala.
Ridiculously fun goals in that game.
Yeah. And I think you're right in that with Pez, a lot of times you never really felt like you were ever out of any match. Wow, I don't know how my guy did not even make an attempt at that.
I'm not really sure either. I think he lagged.
He individually was just like, I'm done, guys.
Intentions of the opposition there to make the interception.
Almost good passing. That's another thing in FIFA. Without fail, no matter how much they make the passing better, without fail, if you have a guy with like 40 yards of space in front of him and one defender off to the side, your passer will send the ball to the defender.
Oh, absolutely. You are kind of in a physical battle with a defender, you're losing.
Yeah.
Subotic. Vila.
And there's, I guess the way I prefer to play these games, Pez works better because Pez is so much more focused on passing and passing.
Too early. Offside.
Kind of tiki-taka goals, whereas it seems like there's more, like we talked about earlier with the player ratings, there's more focus on speed and dribbling and powering up the wing.
Yeah. Dribbling for sure, I've noticed. Like, if you can't dribble, which, spoiler alert, I can't, then you're not going to win in FIFA. As well as if you apparently can't, I don't know, just stand up. Oh,
Sure.
yeah, like if you can't pull off some dribble. What is that touch? What is that guy doing?
Neatly intercepted.
I mean, you are pinning your hope
Dangerous field to this attack. It's
on
looking good
Sunderland
from their point of
legend
view.
Wabi Kazri, so that might be hurting.
Well, that's the sign of a top-class player to score
His
like that.
knee is just broken. His knee is ruined.
I'm going to cut him after this.
Definite red flags. I mean, just look at how broken his knee was there.
Again, I really don't know if I've even attempted a shot. So,
You have. But you are playing as a worse team than I am, so.
yeah, but
Now Memphis Depay.
And you're not
Wow.
playing third green, which I think is hurting you more than anything. The curse of the
Well,
away
this could be
jerseys
dangerous in a wide position.
is a real thing in
Put
FIFA.
into the middle.
there's another one of those examples of
Cross
like,
in the end, that will go down as a poor
just
cross,
got
really.
really out-muscled.
Go at the opposition with pace. Remy Cabala. Debuchy.
In addition to,
I love
yeah,
it.
I don't know what that was.
Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, FIFA passing is just ungodly bad. And it always will be.
Ooh, oh.
Yeah, FIFA
That's the
passing is
guy
just
who
bad. I
told you
mean,
the job.
oh, nice. How in the world do you have a pass where you press, like, a through ball button and the dude rockets it so hard into the player, like, directly into him? Oh, I didn't pass it there? Okay.
Depay. Gone for the ball.
Oh. There was lag as I slide tackled. It was kind of nerve-wracking to see. Did I destroy you?
Right. The wrong pause at the wrong time.
Stopping the
There you
pass
go.
getting through with a good piece of anticipation.
Nope, wrong guy. Why would he pass there? I'm holding the stick straight down and he passes down. And again, that's just what will always bother me about FIFA, is that FIFA's passing is absolute garbage. Like right there? Yeah.
I think I kicked your foot into the ball.
That's what it looked like. Oh, man. That's honestly what it looked like.
Somebody needs a throw-in coach.
Now the countdown is to 10 minutes left.
Or some organization, I guess I should say.
Great piece of play. Honest challenges. Both of them.
Sure.
Free kick coming up.
Why not?
It's always tough for players when they're...
It's a free kick. Of course it's a free kick. What was it a free kick on?
These days with more and more subs being allowed.
What happened?
I don't even know.
You don't want to be taken off, and you don't want to be taken off in this sort of an atmosphere.
You don't.
Ugh.
The territory, and the manager, I think, just feeling it's that time in the match where he needs a little bit more energy in that middle of the park.
He's got his shot off.
Oh, son.
That's well over the bar.
Oh, the crowd
Trying to be like you with those long shots like that.
It looked good.
You know, you get style points. Get style points. All right.
What happens when you're using all sport ball? I don't think all sport is really a
home
company.
team has been outplayed, and the home supporters have lost their will to
Why
support,
would-
I think.
I just don't even understand how, like, you know what the manufacturer of the ball even
heading
was.
for the exits, and I'm impressed.
Because thanks to being Sports, showing league every couple matches or so, every weekend.
Oh, God, they're going to fight. Where's the fight button? Why can't this be more like the hockey game?
This time the referee not producing a card.
Yeah, I think he's probably said, well, next time
coming.
the yellow
You
will
seen
come
it?
out. Just watch
They're
yourself.
ready.
I lagged and just and promptly rocketed the weakest free kick. Oh,
It was
man.
more of a pass to my guy.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna send this thing in. I'm gonna hold circle as long as possible. No, he just was like, you're done, pal.
Now Memphis Depay.
The pie.
Man can show his skills here. This turnover could be costly against
Yeah,
a
unfortunately,
side
this
that can play
game
like
doesn't
this.
have any of the players that
Still going
Martin
towards
Tyler
goal
shouts
quickly.
every time they get the
Could
ball,
cross it from here,
which would have been
taking on
great.
the defenders.
Like he used to just scream his head off. Ooh, that was close. Whenever Robin Van Persie would get the ball,
Van Persie.
and
Is Van
then he'd
Persie
just,
still
like,
playing?
Bailey.
Yeah, he plays for
Good
Feyenoord.
movement forward here.
I think he's playing like
He has
center
got a
mid now
chance to
because
get
he's
the
so
cross in.
old and slow that he can't do
Becky.
forwards work, which is weird. But I guess he's playing
Shots on
more
here.
holding. He doesn't have to run as
Wonderful
much.
save. Had to
He's
really
playing
push
the
He's
the old
bringing
man
it
Jordan
down.
Henderson role.
They've opened them up here.
Exactly.
Put away, but not out of harm's way.
Where's this guy gonna kick it?
And Lyon have won it. Well, this is the very first game between
Crowd's
these
so
rivals.
pissed right now. Crowd
Your
is so
captain is
pissed.
just devastated.
I guess we select no.
I think no. Although with lag, I don't know what I'm selecting.
I'm gonna select yes. My top-rated player was named Old Christian. I don't know if I'm gonna play as assy anymore.
Yeah, it's a bit of nominative determinism. Oh, maybe yes. Now I have to reinvite you. Oh. Alright, I'm sending an invitation.
Okay.
Alright. In dirt off.
Give me a second here. I'm gonna try to swap something around. Okay. So send me another invite real quick, sir. And we're gonna see whether hardwiring the internet in to the PlayStation is going to help at all.
Nice. Is it the same broadcast link?
You know, I don't think it is. I think it's a different broadcast link. I'm gonna... Yeah. It's a different broadcast link. Alright. What are we going to do in this second match of the evening? That's the question.
I think it's only fair before we do a Liverpool v Liverpool game that you pick a better team.
All right, that's fair. We could always take a break from the clubs, play a quick international matchup.
That's true. Even though we all hate international breaks, it's more interesting on FIFA than it is in real life.
Right, exactly. See, what's everyone rated at? Look at England. Look at England kicking around in the high 80s on attack, low 80s on everything else. Alright, I feel like I kind of forced you into being Olympic Lyon last time. So, I'm picking it internationally in general, but you could pick first, and I'll try to find a comparable team.
Okay.
What's the U.S. at here? Are we a 1-star?
We deserve it.
Strict garbage. Hey, that is, look, right there. 74, 73, 74 as far as U.S. We are as mediocre
We're like Finland.
as possible.
No, I'll let you pick your team first.
Okay,
I
I
don't
just
know
want to
who to
be, I think I just want to be Belgium.
Alright. I will go with the Italians.
Oh, we should have done a women's national game. What are we doing?
I don't know.
It feels really strange to be Belgium and not be wearing red, so.
Yeah, it's wrong, actually.
Yeah, I'm actually not allowed to. Oh, this is an interesting formation. They're rocking a 3-4-2-1.
Alright, Sebastian Giovinco in the squad.
This is an interesting little. They're lining up in the. They're lining up in the defense and offensive styles that I like. So that's good. It's just an interesting formation. The Christmas tree formation.
Right. Very festive.
That's what they use. Yeah, really is. It's very nice. So, you and I are big fans of manager mode. And manager mode, of course, being a mode that gets almost negative amounts of respect by EA. I feel like
they hate it.
Yeah. Who do you think did a better manager mode, FIFA or PES? Because I think we're giving PES the gameplay, right? PES wins in gameplay. We discussed this so far. PES wins in gameplay. FIFA wins in all of like the features and just kind of the overall look of it. Because I got a great PES's menu was one of the worst things I think I ever looked at.
Oh yeah, it's abysmal.
Real bad.
That's a tough one. I feel like FIFA maybe gets the edge because it's PES sometimes it's almost too easy to do what you want to do in terms of like signing people and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like I mentioned, I like the negotiation stuff, and I like
Yeah, the negotiations are
scouting
nice.
De Bruyne's corner.
like the scouting players and
It's with De Bruyne.
building a
Ow.
4-year-long short list and all that.
Maybe just
But
miskicked it a little bit
there's
there.
something like
Lovely ball.
tactics-wise, I do enjoy that Pez lets you get very down in the
He's in
nitty-gritty.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant
Good
goal.
Lord. That was just
that's
effortless.
like a goal.
That was just
That's just what
effortless.
he does. It's a trademark.
You never thought he was going to miss that.
Okay, he just tried to take off into space. It's a celebration.
Hardwiring your PlayStation definitely fixed
Italy.
the lag issue.
Yes, that was entirely on me. I'm a sloppy fool.
Challenge in sharp.
It was on Comcast, really.
It's unlike him, really.
That was the biggest build-up to a pass I've ever seen.
But yeah, I mean, you can adjust the tactics, and it kind of goes back to gameplay. But overall, just
Kevin De
being
Bruyne.
the manager,
Chance for the cross. Carrasco
taking
with
care
the
of a
cross.
team for seasons, I think it's a little bit more fun on
Easy
FIFA.
Yeah. As well, no, buddy. Why did he just kick that? I've always been a big fan of the Youth Academy. I think it's a fun little feature.
Axel Witsel.
Um,
Hazard. And he's
Good
presented the
Lord,
ball
he
to the
just-
opposition.
he had a bad second touch on that, which I think is interesting.
In with a chance. Saw the goal and went for it.
That's Immobile
Really
for the
hit
national
well,
team,
but
honestly.
didn't trouble the goalkeeper.
Yeah, maybe a little sighter for him.
That's
now.
I think he saw the look from the other player and
Wow.
saw where the pass was going and read it. Verratti. Immobile.
I mean, like, I don't understand what my defense is doing there. It's
Well,
just
point-blank
stupid.
range, but you've got
Yeah,
to be
that
there to
should
score.
not have been
You've got to be there to miss it as
as
well,
simple
but
as
he
it
didn't.
was.
Lukaku misses an easy goal at the beginning. Well, not like an easy goal, but he decides that his best shot is to rocket it as hard as possible.
Verratti.
I don't know. Maybe I just don't understand what defense is on FIFA, because, like, no one on my team seems to be...
Here's Ciro Immobile. Immobile.
everyone on my team seems to be immobile, if you catch my drift. The entire defense is
And in it goes.
unable to move at any point.
Terrific header.
Your guys are sprinting by at record pace.
And the keeper wasn't getting there.
I'm not really sure what I'm doing wrong here, but it looks like it's
Yeah,
everything.
Highly
Your
ranked
defense
in
just seems.
those,
I don't
FIFA
understand how that pass
standings,
was
Belgium.
how it
Not
was
quite
as well.
Because it's
Your
FIFA.
defense just
Deliver on
seems
the
so
biggest of
surprised
stages.
that I'm
What a group of
attacking.
players that they've got at their
Right,
disposal.
like they just
It is
keep
incredible, isn't it?
inching farther and farther back
Would have ever
to the point in which, like, you are
like it. You think of Eden
actively
Hazard,
in the net, and they're like, oh, okay.
Now, I mean, there's loads of them
Whoops.
and, maybe punching
I guess we should have done something about that.
Yeah,
huh, guys?
that's on us, huh?
I'm really hoping I got a touch on that and that it wasn't Lukaku that just shot it backwards.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's Lukaku shooting it back. What? Like that, and then there's that.
Bernardeschi. Needs to be quick. Mertens.
Ugh.
Insigne. Great chance. Good work. Verratti.
How
Shot really in the
your passes are
circumstances.
like seeking my players out.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. On FIFA, at all times, like, that has always been my experience with this game. Is that it does not matter what you do,
Here's
your
Kompany.
players will pass poorly.
Like that.
Hmm.
Like, I don't
We
understand
just go back
what
to Belgium.
is happening
Alan,
to your
your
players.
thoughts on a golden generation, but it's often the expression.
And I don't
used
understand, like,
for
what I'm doing,
the
like,
done
so
players
wrong
become golden, and
to be passing so
Belgium are like that,
poorly
there's still time.
and
There's
defending
still
so
time,
poorly.
because the
But
likes of Hazard-
Verratti. Shot blocked here.
there was a point in time.
Jorginho.
I guess all of my like 5'3" guys are stronger than all of your guys.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Good Lord, man. Why did you just...
Tried to
My
roll up
defender
ahead,
sprinted
close
7
range.
yards past
Still
you
trying to
and then
get the
came
ball
back
back.
around.
Well, it may have taken a bobble, Martin. Let's be generous there.
Really?
Well, I think with
Okay,
that
so
player
right there, I just want to point out real quick. that I just passed it like straight back to center back on my team. I was holding the left stick about as far forward as possible, and he decided to send it backwards. So
It's De Bruyne. Now Carrasco. And shoots.
I do feel like the AI in this version of the game is dumber. What did you do to get a card?
I don't really know.
When did that even happen? I feel like the AI is dumber in this game. Like, I cannot get any of my players to make a smart run most of the time.
Yeah, it's definitely dumb until you play a bunch with one team. So I know we had this conversation offline, but team chemistry is definitely a thing on this game, and it didn't really used to be a thing.
Yeah, like they may claim that they don't have it in there, but I swear it's in there. Really, that guy.
Here's Carrasco.
Eden Hazard over here, just magnets in his feet, apparently.
Yeah.
Trying to find an opening, not panicking.
No,
Yeah, I feel like
fine.
that's a foul.
He's fine.
Definitely a foul.
His
He
leg is
jumped
just
into my leg.
his leg is just turned at a 90-degree right angle.
Goal, but it is a dangerous situation, this, because if he gets it on the money, it's going to be hard to defend against.
Whips it in. Lukaku! Oh, surely, no, missed it.
Is there a way I can, like, remove him from the national team mid-match? Like, not even sub him out. I mean, like, take him entirely
Send him
off
home.
of... Yeah. That's just... Ooh. Lukaku having himself a signature Lukaku match today.
Yeah, they brought United Lukaku.
There will be a minimum of 3 minutes of added time.
Well, I think the biggest thing that's helping me at this point is that I have Bernardeschi in, and Bernardeschi, I love him, by the way, and he, on his every social post that he posts, he ends it with hashtag rock and goal, which is the best soccer-related hashtag to ever exist. And I think your players are just in awe.
I was going to say, if you were able to do that, I think I would just turn my system off. And it wouldn't even be like a rage quit issue. It would just be like, your guy just biked it off of the, you know, off of the line, straight back to another guy who biked it into the goal. Like, there's no coming back from that.
No, I think at that point you sell the game and then you go by Pro Evolution.
I actually did sell my physical copy of FIFA. Finally.
Nice.
Yeah, I gotta say, my team is, I am embarrassing the entire country of Belgium with my performance here today.
Did Affy play with 3 at the back
No.
when you played again?
No.
Oh, okay, I was wondering if that was it, because on older FIFAs, sometimes, wow.
What in the world was that?
Is it rocket?
Do the dance. Yeah! There's my go-to celebration in FIFA.
Oh.
Well, good lord. What kind of a goal was that?
I don't even think he was facing the goal.
No, he was not. He just... That was a pivot, left foot, 700-mile-an-hour rocket from Romelu Lukaku. Just a, you know, completely natural thing for him to have done.
Like, Donnarumma did not have enough time to face the goal before it was in the net. Okay, had Insigne scored on a header, I would have turned the system off. He is like 4'8".
Oh, no. Why did FIFA switch me to that guy? I don't even have, like, auto-switching. No, I'm not ready for you to pass that, Tibby. That's right, I call Thibaut Courtois Tibby, by the way.
T-bone.
Alright, that's fine. I didn't really want to turn anyway.
Verratti. Florenzi. slipping it through. And here's the shot. Well, that could be the
That was the
insurance
stupidest
goal
thing I've
here.
ever seen in my entire
Yeah,
life.
that was not. It's not great.
So the initial, like the initial scissor kick that
Yeah.
hit your keeper, that was a cross. That was not a shot. It
Right.
ended up on target.
Yeah.
What a strike
Cleared off the line,
on the volley.
and then
There's no
Insigne
proper
just
sight in
hits it
football than to
into
see
outer
somebody-
space.
And I want to point out again that all of that is because I had a player who had a
3-1
breakaway
now, the scoreline.
who was then caught up with
Coming on strong.
From
And-
20 yards.
Play their way through now.
and like pummeled into submission.
Doing well to keep the ball.
And then you're going to have a deflection that stays inbound.
So Witsel. Takes on
And I'm
the
going to
shot.
pass it backwards for some reason. That's good, guys. It's not like you have other people in the box.
Able to cut that out. And Italy get the free kick.
Sure. Why not?
My Italianness is coming out. Falling over. Rocking and goaling all over the place.
Here's Ciro Moratti.
No, he's miscued that one. Miscued it badly.
Axel Witsel. Hazard.
I mean, what is that? What kind of a pass is that?
Trying to get the ball
I
in
don't know.
behind.
He refuses to...
Well, there's no
That was a
foul given.
fantastic tackle.
Must
Thank
have been
you.
very close as he
That's
slid.
good. I'm glad that he decided to boot it as hard as possible into your guy directly in front of him. Oh, it's a corner! Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
They were convinced that was a penalty.
And that's another thing is I can't figure out, and clearly this is just goes back to like me being a bad FIFA player, but
Target with that
why is it that when I have the ball, none of my players can ever outrun a defender, but when the other team has the ball, none of my defenders can ever catch up with the guy with the ball? Like, what am I doing wrong in that situation?
in on goal.
I don't really know.
That dude was not offside.
I think it was. He might have been. That's one thing that is missing from FIFA so far.
They've
Is
got
VAR.
numbers in this attack, and it looks dangerous. Taking on the defenders. Drills it in. In quickly.
Good pass, man.
Well, suddenly they
Well,
could be
it
on the
stems from me
counter-attack.
kicking you in the heels 4 times.
Brilliant pass, can
It's
he
like
finish
that.
it?
Like, why is any of that
He
happening?
must have thought- now the shot. Great work by
Why
the
is my team
goalkeeper,
obsessed
great
with scissor
hands.
kicks?
I don't know. Like, what is happening to Italy right now?
I mean, I know they're short, and it's probably easier, just as easy for them to do that as it is to head.
Moratti. Ciro Immobile. Great ball. In on the goalkeeper.
Jeez, what a terrible turn.
He is a saviour there.
Yeah, he's a real savior, which is why we're only losing 3-1
Lukaku.
on account of saviors like that being. No, don't pass it that far back.
Striker there to get the ball in midfield. Just over quarter of an hour left on my watch.
And I don't know how your player didn't get that.
Bernardeschi.
I don't know. Doesn't even matter.
Alessandro Florenzi. Insigne. Insigne. That is one of the
Yeah,
great
pass it to that
saves.
guy. That
Had
makes
no
sense.
right to stop that. Had no right to get a hand on it. What a stop.
This is just
Freaking pass it, buddy!
Ciro Immobile.
How many times do I have to push the button in order for you to pass it?
Possession given away once more.
Jeez!
well, and then they are passing it, but exclusively to me, and it's weird.
Here's Company. Mertens. Axel Witsel. Yannick Carrasco. Carrasco can go
All right.
from here. Pulls it back now. Could have halved the
Good
deficit.
shot, pal.
No, that's when you need your front man to be nice and composed.
Ah,
to be
man.
clinical, and he just wasn't that from close in.
I know, Alan, this is one of your favourite referees, and he's done well here, hasn't he?
Oh,
He's come back
yikes.
and done the
That's
work.
alright. He's going to mistouch it like that?
Exactly. You've got to give the advantage to the
To be fair,
team in possession.
that's
He did
realistic
that,
for
but
Lukaku.
also punished
Yeah.
the offender.
Like, I mean,
Going forward well. They blocked it then. Cleared away, well away from goal. Axel Witsel. Here's Kevin De Bruyne. And 5 minutes remaining. Italy have the ball again.
Passes it too far ahead.
Baratti. Insigne.
That dude bit hard on the defense. Like, bit hard.
I ran play action.
Lukaku.
Thank you for speaking in terms I understand.
Carrasco. He's injured here. Strained something. We've got to clear it
Good
now.
shot. Good shot,
Oh,
Carrasco.
and you got an injured player.
It's one back. Hazard. Now Carrasco. Time to get the ball in. 2 minutes left. That's
Lukaku just sticks his foot out 40 yards from the ball.
trying to steer it through. Played in the clear.
And all of that is because I actually hit the shot button, which of course is ineffective because it's
And it's gone for a
at no
ball.
point is anyone going to look like they're going to shoot, you know.
Turned it aside. And in it goes.
Well, they'll look like they're going to shoot, but not when the ball is close.
And he's blown his whistle for the last time.
That was truly terrible. I gotta say that once again, I am just not good at this game. And apologies to Belgium for embarrassing you like that. But also, like, maybe Lukaku is not the guy for you, Belgium. Are we gonna round it out with a Liverpool v Liverpool?
I'd say so.
All right.
No, I'll go purple because purple is my favorite kit this year. And I know that might be an unpopular opinion to some.
No, that's fair.
All right, now, Real Form has dropped Keita to an 81.
That's interesting.
Puts Salah at a 91, Bobby at an 87, Mane at an 87. Van
That's
Dijk at
weird.
86. He lost a point.
See, that's
What
really
the-
weird because right now I'm looking at it and Salah's a 90, Bobby's an 85. Huh. Van Dijk's an
did
88.
run-
80, yeah, that's interesting.
I ran an update right before we started, which might, I don't know if you did that.
I would assume if we're playing online we would have the exact same rosters, but I don't know. I have been proven wrong before. All right. Let's see if I can embarrass myself again here. First things first, it has put me in the warm-up screen, and Roberto Firmino is refusing to move. So that's a pretty good sign.
I like where this is headed. Well, I've got Shaq instead of Bobby, and his calves are digitally massive.
Well, the computer actually took over and made Roberto Firmino run forward and score a goal, and then it swapped camera angles. Oh,
And then we just lost the match. It's gone.
all right. Let's try that one again.
All right, I'll re-invite you.
I'm still gonna wear the white kit.
I'm still gonna wear the purple kit. Arsenio Aristizabal. That is a referee for this match.
Arsenio Arista Hall. What's his name? Arsenio Hall. What's your go-to offensive tactic? Also, I emphasize, and I don't think I've said this on the podcast or on the recording, I mean, the stream, but I've said it to you. I do not like the tactic changes in this year's
Yeah, I don't
FIFA,
either.
where everything is a much simplified, just kind of generic. He gave me Joe Gomez to try to run the shooting drill with.
Of course.
Oh, he's doing so well. Anyway, I do not like the tactics, but what's
I
your
don't
go-to?
either. I've been fortunate enough that the teams that I've picked for manager modes and stuff are very tactical, and they're probably ones that the developers would really try to make accurate, like Hoffenheim and Liverpool. So I haven't really messed with them that much. But yeah, I'm formationally probably either
This is the Liverpool
4-2 or like a 4-3-3 with a double pivot, but it's not a 4-2-3-1, so it's wingers, not like wide midfielders.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big distinction. Or in this version of FIFA, unlike any other, I've been able to play successfully with a back three. So like a 3-5-2, but it's really like a 2-1-1.
Back then, nobody
2-1-6-1.
I know it's not so easy to
2-1-5-2. It's just something ridiculous. Super attacking.
I gotcha. That was.
It was an early foul.
That's a foul on me. I want to point that out.
You know, you can't do that.
That my Mohamed Salah just sprinted forward, was beaten upside the head, and the foul was called on him.
Yes, marvelous.
I mean, he's a diver.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Fabinho, unable to get the ball from Shaq.
Was a chance maybe to hit the target. He certainly went for strength.
Nothing
Shaq
wrong with the connection either.
contemplating every life choice he's ever made after missing that.
Well, a couple of star names that we're looking at today. What do you think, Alan?
Well, with
Like, right there, like, why does Salah get the ball and Shaqiri not instantly start making that run? You know? Like, that's the obvious choice for the run.
Digital Genie can't shoot either.
Did he just shoot Salah offsides?
Yes, he did.
That's honestly impressive.
Their eye off the ball there, I think, Liverpool. Roberto Firmino. Just a mistake, really.
Where are you going?
Not even asked too much of the opponent. It's just a mishit pass. Good screening, and he's kept the ball.
Van Dijk riding Salah
And he's presented
multiple
the ball
times.
to Wijnaldum. Now Sadio Mane. I think the wide man's got a chance here. There's space out near the touchline. Intercepted well.
Yeah, that's good. You have a lot of green space in front of you, buddy.
Excellent work with the tackle.
This is scary.
Good vision from Mane.
Sure. Sure. Why not?
Fabinho.
Why not?
How?
The ball back and thinking
How?
it's
Rears
straight
back
away.
to shoot the ball, and
Break still on. Mohamed Salah. This is Firmino. Goalkeeper has to go and
What
get the
the
ball
heck?
for the goal kick.
How
Yeah.
did I get away with just destroying?
yep.
That's a red card.
Oh, yeah. I
Fabinho.
think FIFA is colluding against me.
Xherdan Shaqiri. Looking.
I mean, it
for
certainly
openings.
seems like it.
Good control build.
Some of these are just ridiculous.
Still a chance in
Apparently,
there off
every
the
kick you
goalkeeper.
make has to hit me in some way.
Yeah, like I can't.
Mohamed Salah. Maybe just kicked it a little bit there, and pass goes straight to the opposition.
Good grief,
Goes
Allison.
to Liverpool.
Hey, don't be so hard on yourself.
It's Mane.
I can't help it. I demand. I'm a bit of a perfectionist.
Wijnaldum. Roberto Firmino. Onto Xherdan Shaqiri. Good defensive clearance there. Mohamed Salah. Well, this isn't going to be a stroll in the park for Liverpool.
No, it's really tough to predict this one, Martin. Can't see a winner at the moment.
Which Liverpool is he talking about?
Spaced across the ball now. The shot's on. Plenty of power, but not too much direction.
Terrible shot. It's like the slight lag that the game experienced threw him off.
Roberto Firmino.
Ooh,
Good
thanks.
idea. Well picked off by the
Huh.
opponent. No impact on the game yet from Liverpool.
Again, which
Right back with an
Liverpool?
interception.
Which Liverpool hasn't impacted the game yet? Ah, Verge, don't get turned, bro.
Wijnaldum. Now, can he take them on?
My Verge just rode your Salah. It's just exchanging
I guess that's
exchanging
just
ideas over
what
here.
it's programmed to do.
Mohamed Salah. Shots on here. They blocked it then. Able to cut that out with some sharp movement. And here's the shot.
Just want to point out that was supposed to be a pass to my Genie.
Deflection.
And instead he
went to my
passed it forward.
Fabinho. That's a high
Good
class
grief.
header and a
I don't think
world-class
that header
save.
is physically possible.
No, and I don't think that save was either, so.
What reflexes, what agility he showed there.
Wijnaldum. Fabinho.
Ah,
Runs
too
straight
much.
over the goalkeeper. Plenty of space out wide, and they're going to use it. They might have played him in here. Should be a chance here for Mane. Oh, that's a
Like,
fantastic goal.
why did it switch me over? I gotta change this. I know that, like, I don't have auto switch players enabled, so I have no idea why that just happened and it switched me.
Disaster.
Yeah, today is not the time.
Good
Good
lord.
lord.
What? That was the best dance I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And that's wonderful.
Like, I just... Several times now where it has... It's all camera, visual, audio. Where's, like, control settings? Where is that? That's not... Basic controls. No, that's how you do things. Customize controls.
Yeah, I think it's there.
Auto switching is on airballs. Why?
This is a pleasant surprise for you.
That's awesome. Thank you for that. Thanks a lot, FIFA. It just automatically switched me to Trent, and who promptly started sprinting as far away from Sadio as possible. So
Wonderful, wonderful technique.
wonderful.
He
That's just
feathered it into
great.
the bottom
Love
line.
that. Love that.
Liverpool have taken the lead.
Number 10, Sadio Mane.
Xherdan Shaqiri. Gomez.
Like, holy hell.
That's his game, isn't it? Intercepting. And that's the referee's decision. 2 added minutes.
Of 2
Robertson.
minutes of added time.
Now they're looking to get forward from this position. And the goalkeeper.
That's incredible that at no point did any of my players want to make a run. Like, we had the ball down there, and every single one of them was turning to watch and see what happened. I do wish I could figure out what I was doing wrong to be so bad at this game. But, as it turns out, I'm just bad at this game.
Just working away to try and find an opening. Well, the tackle there has led to a throw.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with your AI.
Wijnaldum.
This is what I've been dealing with, like, since I acquired this game.
Cut out by the defender.
Is,
No wish there to try and
AI that just refuses to make runs. And again, I just don't know, like, it doesn't matter what attacking style I have or anything. In fact, the most intelligent runs that I've had since I started playing were all when I put it on, like, possession.
In the box from here, and the defender is able here to control the ball and clear. Spotted that well, intercepted.
Well played, Trent. That's exactly what you're supposed to do.
I think that's a good performance, isn't it, Alan, from him in the first half?
Oh, it's good first half performance from him, and not just with the late goal, which was really important to get his team ahead, but everything he did was nice and sharp.
We now know, based on that run, that Genie is faster than Genie.
Slip through.
Yes.
And the challenge for Firmino. Firmino! So the
Yeah.
Oh, it's a tremendous goal.
All right, I just don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what I've done wrong to FIFA to insult it,
They are so
to make
far
it so
behind
mad at
now
me.
that the title will be going to the opposition.
Just pass the ball, man.
Well, the crowd look like
I
they've
mean,
given up
good
on it, which
God.
most of the players have as well. A really dreadful day for them.
Fabinho. Roberto Firmino.
He can't even, like,
Really strong
change
tackle, and the
direction.
ball's gone out for
Oh,
a
yeah.
throw.
No, that's cool. Of course it's your ball.
What?
The pass not completed, really.
Of course, that somehow works incredibly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's just...
Room for the cross.
Why would he... You see, why would he send the through ball there?
Getting the ball back. And
Why does he
I
send
don't
the
know.
through ball in when it's an obvious pass it out situation? Like,
Shaqiri.
it doesn't matter. I'm just pulling the goalie the rest of the match because there's literally nothing I can do that makes any sense anymore. So
Well, they've gone further behind.
Whatever.
I'm afraid the fingers are being pointed at the goalkeeper.
Oh, I'm looking at the manager as well, Martin. He-
Whatever.
I wish I could like.
I have to
Oh,
say
it's
it's
just
so
pressing this
one-sided
button or
today,
changing the
all
setting, but
credit
I
to the
don't
team.
understand
They're
what it's
racking
even
up the
thinking.
goals.
Number 23, Sheldon
Mohamed
Shaqiri.
Salah. They might have played him in here. That is a terrific header. Unlucky it's just off target.
They generated some power on it, and the keeper wasn't getting there.
Now Van Dijk.
yeah, okay, that's yeah.
Throw in.
What? I'm so sorry. That is just what?
Fabinho.
Like, I feel like I'm not the worst FIFA player in the world. I know I'm not good, but like,
Mohamed Salah.
surely I'm not this bad, right?
Threads it through. Brilliant reach by the goalkeeper.
Like,
to
it
make
was
the save.
whatever
I
that
think
was
even his
should
defenders
never
are
be
shocked at that.
like user powered.
So the corner about to be taken. There's still danger here after this half clearance.
Where it doesn't allow you to select the player, then forces him to take arguably the worst touch ever taken by someone who's paid to play the sport.
Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Roberto Firmino. Mohamed Salah. And that was a very well-timed tackle.
What? No, I didn't even pass him.
Robertson. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now we have a corner to
Who are
come.
you back heeling it to?
Well, this is
Oh.
Casual back heel
the
outside
opposition
defender.
having the most problems with.
Literally all of your
We hope
teammates
his defenders can close him down a bit quicker.
were down
because he
there.
has been peppering them in and scored.
Hit it well. No trouble for Alisson.
That was my best shot. My best shot of the day was that right there. On account of the fact it was my only shot of the day.
Wijnaldum.
Well,
Because-
you scored earlier.
Because my dudes will... No, I have not. It is 3-0.
Well, he could be in.
No, you scored with
Yes.
Defended well.
Yeah, that's...
and Belgium.
Like we did.
No, I only scored with Belgium.
Gonna have some problems in this game.
But that does not... It's not this match, which is what I was just talking about.
It's been a dominant performance, and they are thoroughly deserving this.
He just intercepted his own teammate.
Here's the shot. Still a chance in there off the goalkeeper. Well, it's out for a corner. He's gone back, the referee, to book the offender. He let the play go on. It was good work by the official.
Sure.
But he's quite entitled to book the player now.
Well, he's always going to get a yellow for that, wasn't it? It was a silly challenge, and yes, you play advantage, but he's got to be punished for it.
Liverpool get the advantage. Risky tackle. Not often you get at this level a game as one-sided as this. It's great.
Straight
to
red.
get
Oh, no.
goals, but
Yeah, sure.
others
Why not?
Just waiting for the final whistle. It's damage limitation in these closing minutes. Well, that can only be down to
That-
frustration. The way
That foul lasted for a good 4 seconds.
I don't even think it should be his fault. I mean, your player clearly tried to hatch his head like an egg. And I feel like that really should be a penalty on your guy. But whatever.
the game has gone to this point, but there's no excuse for it, really.
Well, it's just typical of the way they've gone about the business. They haven't played well. They're getting soundly beaten, and now this. What a day for them.
Can really get at the opposition here. Roberto Firmino. Fabinho. Counting down in the last
That was
10
a through
minutes
ball,
here.
of course.
9 to go. On the move and able to
Jeez.
cut out the pass.
Like, your guys are even good at interceptions, and my guys are not. I don't really know
Roberto
What?
Firmino.
Yeah.
what I'm doing wrong here.
Throw in for Liverpool.
Oh, yeah, of course that's out on me.
Milner.
Why wouldn't that be out on me?
Here's a chance to just stretch the opposition with a bit of width. Mohamed Salah. Mane. It's Liverpool who score.
Like, I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing at this
It's a
point.
tough game for the team that are trailing. They're out of the contest, really. They're just playing for pride.
That was a
They're
shot attempt
really
because
being
I just
torn
figured it
apart.
would feel better to have another shot
Liverpool will
attempt.
get the throw.
So I actually have 2 shot attempts on my
Now we've only got 4 minutes remaining in the match.
stats. Like, that's just outstanding.
Good vision.
Jeez, Verge is so much faster than Shaqiri is. Okay, that's good.
Lovely, incisive pass.
2 minutes.
Hey, my Verge got fast as
Back to
well.
the goalkeeper.
Nice.
Wijnaldum.
All right, yeah, that makes sense. Pass it all the way back.
Final whistle from the referee. Liverpool
Whatever.
won.
That was just weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, let's continue the series. You blanked me.
No, we don't have to. I
Twice.
You went up to yes. So.
Well, I mean, that's what we have to do in order to get done with the season. So, all right, that's... I don't know. Apparently, I have a lot of work to do in FIFA. I mean, I don't really know what was going on. You'll have to tell me what offensive and defensive settings you use, because clearly, whatever I use is garbage. So there we go.
Are you using the L buttons a lot? Yeah, I'm just kind of always hitting one of those at some point.
Just for fun. I mean,
Yeah, the L2, I don't. It used to be like jockey. I don't know if it actually does anything anymore. It might
no,
just be
L2 basically just turns you around.
And then on offense, L1 is supposed to be send people on run, but it only does it sometimes.
Okay, yeah, I know for a fact that L1 is listed as small dribble.
Interesting.
Yep. So, anyway, let's wrap up this stream, because there's nothing else for us to prove here. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Stay tuned for some more, I don't know, podcast stuff probably this week. Who knows? We'll figure it out.